Hi everyone, welcome back to Gracie's Garden. I'm in Florida Zone 9B, and today is plant haul day. So I went to in Sanford, Florida, the Seminole County Bromeliad Society annual plant sale. They do this twice a year, once in the spring and then once in usually August or September. So it is this past weekend, and I bought some plants. So the first plant I purchased was, you can see that too well, and it is in this cute little pot, and these are the leaves. And it has some new leaves coming out here in two spots. So, and they had an example of one of these. It has yellow flowers on it when it blooms. So I am very excited for that. The next one was a philodendron ring of fire, and has a new leaf coming out right there. I have been wanting one of these. I know people are saying they're seeing these at the big box stores, but I have not had luck of finding one. So I was able to get one. Very excited for that. So the next plant I purchased at the Bromeliad Society was a bromeliad. And this one was called the Imperialis. So I thought that was very nice. I like the color. I have a lot of bromeliads, but they all have different variations on the leaf. I don't have one that has solid green, so I thought this would be nice. The next one was a Annalis luteus. Forgive my pronunciation, but it is a bare root cutting, and the leaves look like that. It is quite large. I like this one a lot. I don't really have a lot of red bromeliads, but I thought this would be pretty. I think this one also had like a yellowish orange flower on it as their example plant. Okay, and the next one was called Little Harv. And this one actually had a little picture attached to all the plants. So this is also a bare root cutting. You know, bromeliads go so well with just bare root cuttings, and you know, they'll propagate themselves eventually, and they're usually a lot cheaper at these bromeliad sales as well. So if I wanted this in a pot, it was like $25, bare root cutting, $6. So a lot cheaper there. And the last bromeliad I purchased was a red burst, but I have a question mark behind it, so not quite sure. This was 3 separate plants, and you can see the red on the leaves there a little bit. I like this one because it kind of looked like an air fern, though I mean, I know it's not, but I thought that was interesting. Also bare root cuttings, so I thought that would be nice. And I have one more. The next one, they also have tropical plants at this, though it's a very small section, is the Brazilian cloak, and it goes large, long-lasting flowers, sun, or shade. So, I am in Florida Zone 9B, right? And I left this plant out in the sun for about 4 hours. It did not do well. So, the Florida sun was too much for this. But it does have these nice big leaves. They were nice and healthy when I purchased it. Nice pink flower. Well, kind of like a pink leaf. It's not really even a flower. And 4 hours in the Florida sun really did a job on it. So I'm going to cut the leaves off and plant it in shade. I really don't see any other way I could do it, because even the area I had it in, it only got morning sun, like I said, about 4 hours, and it's actually like mid-morning sun from like about 10 to 1, and it was just way too much. So cut these leaves off, replant it. Hopefully it should be fine. The stem doesn't feel mushy or anything, so I think that's a plus. And so that was it for the Bromeliad Society plants. So after that, I was feeling very planty, and I decided to go to Lucas Nursery, which is in Oviedo, Florida. And there I purchased a Philodendron Golden Dragon. It was $20. And, ooh, look at those leaves. There was a new leaf there. I just love the way the leaves were kind of variegated and the way they were shaped. Not really variegated, but you know, they just had that different variations of green on it, I guess. And I just thought that was very nice. So that was, and the only other thing I purchased at Lucas was a marigold. I don't know why that name was slipping, but wasn't in my mind. But anyways, I purchased a marigold, and I gave that to my rabbit to eat, and he's eating all the flowers off the marigold. So that was it for the plant purchases. So just give you a little garden update. The trellis that was here in the butterfly garden is no more. The high winds from Hurricane Debbie really twisted it, and I could not get it to bend back into place, so it is gone. And it did kill a lot of the vines. Just they snapped from the storm and the high wind, so no more trellis in the butterfly garden. But in good news, we do have lots of starfruit. They're still green, but the tree is filled. So a lot there, and they're good size too, and they look good this year. Last year, I think the frost got them when we had the spring harvest of starfruit, and they didn't do so well, but this year they're looking pretty good. Unfortunately, I've had some people in the neighborhood just stop by and take some without permission, so that's rude. But hopefully we can get these to turn yellow. Have you guys ever had that happen where people just take fruit off of your tree? Tell me what you think in the comments. I want to say something to them, but I also don't want to get in a fight with anybody. And just try to give you a little bit of a caterpillar update. We have babies. Lots and lots of little babies. And over here, we have eggs. And these are the swallowtails. So, lots of little eggs, little clusters. And this is the Dutchman's pipe that it is on. There's some of the leaves from the Dutchman's pipe. And up here is one of the flowers. So we are getting bombed with a lot of eggs and a lot of babies here. And here's a good example of all the what the caterpillars eat. All these little holes are the caterpillars. So they have to be around here someplace. And then we have this here. Oh, there's another series of eggs. Oh. And then just also show you this. This is the shampoo ginger. It is really coming up. I think this is the best it's ever looked. I have 4, maybe 5 stalks coming up. It hasn't gotten that shampoo-y, you know, bottle red red flower on it yet, but it is really going to, I think, produce this year. This is, like I said, the best it's ever looked. It's always kind of been happy, but I think the tree branch coming down gave it more sun, and I think it is really, really doing good this year. And then this is the Hoya. I don't know if this is the Crimson Princess or whatnot, but it is flowering. I got more flowers over here. And then here, this little plant is the Mickey Mouse plant. It wasn't doing too good where it was at, so I moved it up here so I can get some more sun, and it's put on 3 leaves since I've done that, so it is much improved. And then this is all the coleus. And then here is the whale fin or shark's tooth plant. It is doing fantastic. It's really put on a lot of growth lately. Still has not flowered. And then you have this one branch that's just shooting up straight in the air. Okay, everyone, that is going to be it this week for Gracie's Garden. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Sasquatch. Oh, look at that plant, Jennifer. And it has fruiting. Oh. I like that. No more, no more. Holy moly.